What's up, everybody? It's Carpo. So, my lesson for the day is going to be the 4 steps to complete awareness of everything. Or, if you would, 4 steps to enlightenment. First, for those who know me, know my videos, you know I'm obviously being sarcastic. So for those who don't know, please don't take me too serious. The first step to enlightenment is to forget all you learned. Forget everything you've been told. Put everything that you've learned in your life in the back of your mind and start over with a clean slate and reformulate and reassess all of your thoughts and build a new foundation to understand the world around you. Basically, revert back to your child mind. Step 2, gain knowledge as much as you can and assimilate it into your daily life, putting it into your activities, the things that you do, the people that you meet. Apply that knowledge so you can actually see how it benefits or detracts from living. And spend a long time doing this. Step 3 is to have built a system of understanding that is so tight that life becomes effortless, and that you no longer have to seek questions or ask yourself why certain things are the way they are. And then you get to step 4. Repeat step 1. And that's how I feel about this complete ascension, awareness, enlightenment that people seem to think exists. There's a certain degree of awareness for each person, but you always have to go back to step 1. As soon as you think that you understand everything, as soon as you think that things have become easy for you, you just got to start over and test your theories again. It's a very simple idea, but everything is in cycles in my mind. And I think one of my favorite, I think Zen is probably the closest to what I preach, what I practice, the way I live my life, at least the way I try to, or the image that I have of the way I live my life. But it's putting that second, completely opposite view on God from the view that's been put on God so long as being serious. Zen makes it a joke. And that's the only way to put it very simply. A Zen master might say that, if somebody said, "What is God?" and he would point to a dog that's taking a poop. That's some serious Zen stuff there. And to the outside it may sound, okay, this person's obviously, just being what I call Yoda speak, pretending like they're aware, but really just pointing at mundane nonsense. The truth of it is that they understand that certain degree. They've been through that cycle of awareness where they revert back to their childlike mind and just kind of understand that everything's just as it is. And it's like when I make my videos, I'm always expressing the things that are in my mind, but I'm not really floating around looking for a place to land, as it may appear from the outside sometimes. I have a firm understanding in my life that I will never, I'll never try to attain that degree of enlightenment that people speak of, where you are completely aware. I'm very happy with where I am at. I know that through meditation and practice, people can achieve this certain degree of awareness that may or may not be, the be-all, end-all of humanity. I think it's for some people. But I think that most people who reach that state have grasped onto that system that makes it so tight that life becomes effortless. And in the end, you try it, you work it, you see what works, and then try something else. It's always like that. It's kind of like trying new careers, but we kind of get stuck in one career sometimes, and we don't know what else is out there, something we might enjoy more. This is the constant unfolding for me. The blooming lotus, if you will. Every petal, a different approach to life, a different way of being. And Zen, to me, is it's so humorous because years ago I read this book. I think it was Moving Zen. There's one called Karate as a Way to Gentleness, and it spoke about Zen. And I was kind of like thrown off because I was young and didn't really know much, and I was like, well, I didn't know much about religion and philosophy, so I just said, well, these old Chinese guys are just kind of funny, they make up these little sayings that make you think. And everything's a metaphor, everything's a parable, everything's something that makes you wonder, why did they say that? And it's kind of the root of it all, just the wonder of it and the amazement of it. And being able to poke fun at the existence of everything, just not because it's funny. And that's the part that's hard to express. It's not about being funny. It's about seeing the finer details. Like when the Zen master points at the dog taking a crap. It's understanding that everything has a deeper meaning and a part of the system. Even a dog taking a shit. It's something that we ignore. Like, oh God, look at the dog taking a crap, whoop-de-doo. But it's something that really gets you. You could think of it from a million different angles, from the dog himself, the viewpoint of him sitting there like, oh, looking around, making sure nobody's looking at him or feeling awkward, or you could take it from the position of the food that was eaten, or the types of bacteria and mycelium that benefit from that fecal waste. The atoms and the lands that they've traveled to get into that crap. The plants themselves, it's just, it's an endless array of understanding in each blade of grass. And that's how, you get down on your hands and knees and you start looking around at the world and it's like, wow, you forget how awesome it really is. And I think we owe it to all of ourselves to look at it, look at everything a little closer. Because you're in the moment right now, and that's what it's all about. Being here at this moment, using the past to live in the present to better our future. It's a fine balance and a fine, a fine rope we walk, but humans are pretty damn durable, and we do pretty darn well with our consciousness, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and I hope y'all are having a great 420 Easter / awesome Sunday.